Everything you know is a lie. You have been bitten, and a sliver of the truth has been revealed to you. You now feel the rage, and you can see some of the hidden truths of this world. The first truth you must accept is that you were never meant to be fully human. You are a tripartite being, beast, man, and spirit fused into one, and that truth has just been displayed to you. You are Garou. To understand what you are, you have to understand how the world really works. The world you know is merely one facet of a complex system, invisible to the eyes of most. The world is made up of several layers, most of which are unknown, but three are essential for you to know. The first you already know intimately. It is physical reality, the world you see, hear, and touch. Underneath this layer, there is a spiritual realm known as the Umbra, which shapes the physical world just as the physical world shapes it. While it is what we would call spiritual, it is not the origin of spirit. Rather, it is the intermediate between the physical plane and the true spiritual dimension, the home of the soul. This last plane is impossible for beings with physical forms to perceive. The Umbra, however, you will soon become intimately familiar with. In the Umbra, the great forces that balance order and chaos are made manifest, and as Garou, you will join us in our fight on this plane. The Umbra is a of the soul plane. Order, chaos, and the soul are all components of Gaia. Gaia is not just Earth, but its spiritual and cosmological whole. Within Gaia, there is an ecology of life energy, of soul, that you were meant to protect. All living beings have some amount of energy or soul within them. This soul is the fundamental force of life, and once a creature dies, that soul energy is returned to the Great Lake to be born again. Humans have more acute souls than any other creature. They have true souls, complex spiritual energies, and some awareness of these energies. They are the top of the circle, the most developed and spiritually powerful creatures on the planet. Gaia made them to be her children, to understand. However, they were not alone. To preserve balance, several other creatures were created, half men, half beast, each with a distinct purpose. The were-ravens to gather wisdom, the were-boars to seek out corruption, and we, the were-wolves, to guard, protect, and if necessary, check humanity. Long ago, before recorded history, we made a mistake. As guardians and shepherds, we overstepped our boundaries and began to herd humanity too closely, calling one too many. We forced the humans into sedentary life, and so they changed from their hunter-gatherer roots and discovered agriculture, and with it the settlement, and later the city. Here, in the city, is the heart of the conflict. Here, in the city, is the Impernium. In their terror of us, humans fought us out of their settlements. Our nature is one of rage, a useful one in battle, a great gift, but also our downfall. In our frustration and arrogance, we decided that we were all that was needed to protect humanity, and we turned on the other were-beasts of Gaia. We slaughtered them all. If any remain to this day, they are hidden. Humanity and its progress expanded, bringing their civilization and order to the chaos of the wilds. You may think you understand the ramifications of this, of the despoilment of the natural world, the plundering of Gaia's resources, but this is a minor disaster compared to the truth. In the beginning, Gaia created three great spirits to govern all aspects of her creation. The wild is the giver of life, the keeper of chaos, and dwells in the realm of the soul. Change and disaster are its purviews, but so is life itself, growth and rebirth. In balance with the wild is the Weaver. The Weaver's realm is the physical, and it represents order and law. Routine, predictability, stability are all its creations. Both Wild and Weaver are responsible for the world we know, neither completely still and stable, but not completely random and chaotic. So too are you, made up of many core characteristics, tend to follow routines and have a recognizable character and traits, but still have spontaneity, a will, and free choice. You are a creature of both. To balance these two great spirits, there was a third, the Worm. The Worm's realm is the Umbra, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. The great serpent kept each in check, allowing them to complement each other rather than destroy each other. but it would be our mistake to ultimately destroy those planets. We allowed humanity to strive too far, and in their fear of us, they embraced order, which only fed the Weaver. The Weaver grew in power, and with that power it grew mad. The Worm tried to rein in the excesses of the Weaver, but it was too late. The Weaver trapped the Worm within its massive webs and kept it there until it too grew insane. Whereas once the Worm and its subservient spirits were simply meant to check the excesses of the other two, now it and its agents want only to destroy and corrupt all things that belong to the other two, which is the sum total of reality. The Worm is now, and has long since been, corruption. Nor Weaver nor Wild is safe from its infections, and it seeks to destroy everything. Humanity has been corrupted by the Worm, preying upon their dying spirituality and using them to spread its corruption. Meanwhile, the Weaver spreads too far and reduces the Wild. When a human dies, the collective entity known as his true souls breaks apart and joins the Great Lake once more. His soul isn't reborn, but parts of it are used to make a new being. But this chain, this cycle, is breaking. The Worm infects the souls of those who touches, while the Weaver spreads so far that the lake is being drained of souls. There are over 7 billion people on the planet, and precious little soul energy not in use. This has led to the rise of the soul dead, humans with precious little in the way of soul, merely slaves to the machine of society, easily manipulated by agents of the Worm or Weaver, or others. For we are not alone in the night. We are born with a special piece of soul, a piece of Garou soul within us. It lies dormant until another of our kin recognizes the glint of that spirit within us and bites us, awakening our dual nature as both man and beast, warrior to preserve both. Some of these souls are born. No two werewolves can breed without creating a deformed metis. Metis offspring stinks, but when all is said and done, we serve a purpose in this world, lost as we may be. There are others who don't. The chief amongst them, the leeches, the vampires. It remains to be seen whether the leeches are truly the puppets of the Worm, but they spread corruption and spiritual death as effectively as the great serpent either way. A leech has no distinction between soul and body. Their body is their soul. They have been cursed or made some bargain that allows them to be more than human by melding their soul with their blood. As they spend this blood, and hence their soul, to perform their unnatural feats, they must seek out more blood, and with it more soul. They feed on the souls of others, turning them into fuel for their own being. But since their soul resides in their physical bodies, when they die their final death, all that soul energy and all that they have stolen ceases to be. They are a drain on the very soul of Gaia, and it does not matter who they are as individuals. Their existence itself destroys her. The Worm corrupts the soul, the vampire destroys it. And here you are, born to the spiritually dying world, beset by the Worm, trapped by the Weaver, and drained by the Leech. We are here to fight these encroachments. The Garou are many, but we are divided. The tribes bicker, our numbers dwindle, and the Worm grows ever stronger. These are the days of the apocalypse, and we have already lost. Your job is to fight the losing war. You are to face Ragnarok with heart and bravery and all the rage in the world, because no one else will. We may be too late, but we are Garou. We do not surrender. Welcome to the pack.